Sitting in the back of the line, I imagine it'll probably be about 45 minutes on this point.
Honey, what do you think of that line?
It's very long.
I'm at my favorite beachside bakery in the whole world. It's here in Avalon, New Jersey. It's Kohler's Bakery, and they've got these cream donuts that are incredible, but the line is long.
We both worked together when we were teens, and we loved working here for Katie's cousins.
We're celebrating our 70th anniversary this year, and we have customers that come from all over the country to stand in line every day.
We worked side by side for 13 years as owners, so we just want to carry on the tradition of Kohler's Bakery in Avalon, New Jersey.
What are you gonna get?
Cream donuts. Yum, yum. Great.
Look at your hands. A little messy, huh?
Our cream donuts are our absolute bestseller, and we will sell thousands of these for the holiday. Our record is over 4,000 in one day. So we are so lucky that people say that these are the absolute best that they have ever tasted.
This is our famous buttercream that we whip up daily, and we use it for our cream donuts, which is our best seller.
You guys top it
Push
on?
it in and push the bag. Do you want to try?
All right. I've always wanted to do one of these things. So you pat. Wow!
Oh, no.
So you gotta just go halfway.
Yeah.
Perfect. Wow. Nice.
There we go.
Very good. What a job.
All right, I literally come to Avalon just for these donuts.
We have our famous cinnamon buns, which are made with a sweet dough with a gooey brown sugar topping, and they all have raisins and some have nuts.
I started right over there selling the newspaper when newspapers were way more popular than the digital.
If somebody walks by, I normally try to say, "Hi, good morning, do you want a paper?"
I've been coming here for a couple of years now, and I've never seen it where it's not packed solid, and I've never not had a good bite. Hard to beat.
But really, this is a business venture, and it's about continuing a love for Avalon that I've grown up with. My grandparents bought a house in '53, and they rented above this building. So it's
And so your grandparents rented right above you?
the old building. Yep. So it's more than just donuts. It's really about Katie and I and our connection to like this just whole part of Avalon. So.
Wow.
It's just a great job, and I'm really thankful that this spot was the first spot so that I was able to go in there and then meet Kate, and then for us to be best friends and take this over. I'm just really lucky.
Great thing about doing a story about donuts, you get to walk away with a dozen.
It's great!
Spots to just go and like hunt for treasures. I say I'm just gonna browse every time, but then I come out with like 2 bags full. It just feels like each piece that I get is special. We're at Leap Wardrobe, and this is my go-to place for shopping. Leap just feels really unique to me because you never know what you're gonna find in here. I love shopping small businesses and like small boutiques because it feels like the clothes are, I don't know, just like hand-picked for me. Beverly, the owner, like curates it all herself, and I feel like she does a really good job of just getting a big variety in here. There's like something for everybody. It means everything to me to be back in Los Angeles. You know, I spent a couple years in New York, and that was fabulous, but I was always missing home. California has my heart, LA has my heart. Love performing for the LA audiences. They're amazing, they're excited, they love the show, and it just feels like a full circle moment. We are here at Kettle Blazed, and this is my go-to shop for donuts.
We like to do the classic donuts, but a little bit turned up. So a little bit more interesting flavors, a few little seasonal things here and there, just really extra good quality ingredients.
Who doesn't love donuts? Like, donuts just make people happy. I love a glazed moment. You can't go wrong with classic. They have gluten-free options, they have vegan options. Donuts make people happy, and you should treat yourself. And the donuts just feel fancy. They just feel like they're made with love.
They're going out to get pollen, yep.
It's very rewarding and very therapeutic when you get into the hive.
It's very intimidating at first, and you're obviously afraid you're going to be stung 1,000 times when you get here. Then you hear the symphony of the bees, the buzzing and all that, and just being out in nature and knowing that they're such an integral part of nature.
I just want to help out who I can And when I can, bee glue or propolis.
Hives for Heroes realize that beekeeping helps with PTSD, and it's just something so small that we can do.
Kevin has his own method.
Every time I know that he's coming to work with us, I'm excited.
Don Nas, and I live in Quakertown, Pennsylvania. I'm a former Marine.
There's ones that are getting ready to emerge.
You know, veterans and first responders, you know, I'll take as many in that want to learn, because it's a way for me to try and repay a debt I'll never be able to fully repay.
Me coming up here gives me this peace of mind, knowing that I'll be able to have this on my own someday. And learning that this can be relaxing is maybe hard to believe for somebody else, or calming.
See how it's different?
But after doing it, it certainly convinces you that this is something very rewarding.
I can't wait for him to graduate to continue on his own, and he knows that he will never lose support from me.
Wendy and Kevin don't get enough credit for what they do here, and without the bees, we wouldn't have life. So it's very rewarding to me.
Whoa! We're checking out virtual reality like you've probably never seen before. Where are they? All right, should we zip line down?
MassVR, it's amazing, but you feel like you're in this spot and you can't really move that much or explore. Jetpack and zip line, and to go to all these different places, and you forget about all the walls, you forget that you're in a former department store. This is a large-scale VR arena.
This is like laser tag on steroids. Here we go.
That's so cool!
Whoa! It makes you feel like you're moving.
It feels completely different when you're walking around instead of just standing there still.
Go left. I'll go left.
And you're moving around, you're sweating, you know, you high-five each other.
How is that possible? There's nothing on this hand and it's showing up in the game.
You don't know what they're gonna do, and you can trash talk. All the things that people like about sports, the active. So this is active VR. You walk around for about a mile.
Yes! Got one!
I'm just a regular, G.I. Joe, that's all I am.
World War II veteran John Ulinski just turned 96. He's so humble about his service.
He doesn't think he did anything special for anyone. He is our hero, and his next door neighbor Sue and I came up with this idea to say, hey, let's do a drive-by parade. Let's honor John without getting him close to anybody during these strange times.
First the police department, then the fire department, and a line of cars following that just keeps going.
To me, when I saw all of this, it was unbelievable. I've got the most precious neighbor that one can ever expect to have.
Such a special story to tell you about today out of a Chicago suburb, Westchester. That's John Ulinski, a World War II veteran who survived both D-Day and the invasion of Okinawa.
He'll tell you every detail about World War II that oftentimes is frightening.
Elizabeth Cook knows Ulinski really well. So in 2014, she was his guardian with Honor Flight Chicago when Ulinski visited the memorials in Washington, D.C. And since then, Cook says he's become an ambassador for the program. He even shares his stories with school groups.
I'm just a regular blue-collar worker. I'm no celebrity or anything.
Asked him what he was going to be doing for his birthday, and his next door neighbor Sue and I came up with this idea to say, hey, let's do a drive-by parade. Let's honor John without getting him close to anybody during these strange times.
I see my next door neighbor walking around my yard here. And I asked her, what is she doing here? And she told me, get in the house and shut up. And so I went back in the house, and this is what I see when I got laid out over here.
His front yard decorated all over. We've got stars and stripes, birthday signs, and when he stepped outside, his neighbors were there cheering for him. But then it got even better.
First the police department, then the fire department, and a line of cars following that just keeps going.
Dozens of cars.
It warms my heart, and I know it warms his heart.
It makes your heart pumped like nobody's business, and it just shows you how much the people think of their neighbor. And I appreciate them immensely. I couldn't, without these people, I could not have the happy life that I'm having here today.
So like, since you're like a legal adult, I'm trying to raise enough money for you to change your name.